So I'm not really a passionate person. My background is, I'm from here, but it's that sort of that neo-WASP hippie culture. So not WASP like Connecticut with the pop collars and the repressed emotion and lots of tennis. Repressed like, we don't talk about our emotions at all. Like my family,
it's for me.
we have really silent. You can get that too. I hope it's a really passionate phone call.
It's not.
Oh.
Keep going. I think it's my mother.
I'm gonna talk about my mom. Yeah. We weren't big expressors, I guess is what I'm gonna say. Is that not that we didn't feel things, but we didn't express them. And so that's how I learned love and passion and all of those things, is that they were things, yes, that happened, but it was sort of not something that you said. For example, when I was in grade school, my dad dressed as a gypsy at the school fair. So the school fair, you go in and you can like get toy balloons that are made into hats, and he was a fortune teller. And I was like, oh, ha, 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 my dad will be really funny, I'll go in, I'll get my fortune read. And he was like, oh, I see, did you know that your dad loves you very much? And this, guys, was one of the first times in my childhood memory I remembered hearing that. So I knew he loved me. I know, and my dad still loves me, and we have a great relationship. But this was one of the first memories of hearing those passionate words, love. And it was third person. Did you know, your dad, me here in a gypsy hat? That's you. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Like my little 7-year-old heart is like getting choked up. It's like, oh my God, my dad. He was like, but you should tell your dad that you love him more often. And I was like, oh. These words, like, what? I didn't know I was supposed to say that. I didn't know that you were supposed to say those words because they have all that meaning and all of that power. And this, I don't mean to sound like I don't love or that I haven't been able to love or find passion, because I have. I fell in love with someone, and again, it wasn't big, passionate, I'm in love, yay! We're holding hands, we're walking in the rain. Oh my God, he's gonna kiss me, oh my God, none of that. I mean, those feelings were like there, they were kind of like, oh yeah, I think he's cute. Like, whatevs. Cool, I'm totally cool. We fell in love because we wrote letters. And not even big, passionate letters about how I miss you so much. It was like, so today I went on a walk in Brooklyn and saw the skyline and, thought of you, the sunset's pretty. That was it, those were the letters. And then there was a drawing of a robot. So this person is perfect for me, because then I could write back, oh, I love robots. And maybe also you, ellipses, not passionate. Right? I continue thought, I feel this way, back away from it. So passion was this hot thing that you weren't supposed to touch, this thing that, it was scary, yes, but we've all felt that. And I think what I've sort of started to realize is that just because I don't share that like light year fire feeling, it doesn't mean that I'm not deeply grounded in my emotions as well. So I, a couple of years ago, started this MFA program, which set me on the path to be a writer. And so I have been traveling this path of an artist, which is ridiculous. Don't do it, ever. Blessings, really. This is your sidebar. The rest of you, don't do it. Really, honestly, don't do it. Because your heart gets stepped on and trampled, and you kind of tape it back together, and then the tape falls apart because it's really shitty tape, because you use masking tape to put your heart back together, and you're like, it's falling apart, it's disintegrating. And you patch it back together and you kind of like stuff it back into your chest and hope for the best. And the thing is, all of those tender feelings aren't expressed big. And through my MFA program, I started writing this book. And this book has started to grow. And it started off as a story that I was like, look, a story, like a big, big emotion. It was like this little small thing that I thought I could write. And then it started to become a little bit bigger of a thing. And then a little bit bigger of a thing, and it's growing, it's getting bigger. And I'm writing short stories. That's what I love to do, and that's what I like, is writing all these short stories. So I'm sending my advisors short stories. I'm like, look at this. This is a really fun thing, isn't it? It's kind of catchy. It's kind of, they're jazzy. Oh, they're not jazzy. But this other thing keeps growing. And finally I get to my advisor and I'm like, look, I have this project. And I don't know what to do with it and I don't know how to start it because I'm terrified of it. Because I think it's bigger than I can handle. And he took a look at the, 50 odd pages I had and he was like, we can work with this. We can do this. And because I'm a brilliant person, I waited for that last semester to really get started on it. So I'm still working on it. I've graduated and it's still a project that I'm working on. And it has continued to grow. And it has continued to be this thing. I've found that I am passionate about it because it has turned into this thing that I'm falling in love with and that I'm fighting. And I've had to move my desk into my living room because I can't put my computer next to me in my room where I also sleep. Like I have to, we have fights. I had a fight yesterday for a fucking book, oh my God. It just won't, it won't get in line. It will not cooperate. There's a paragraph that doesn't fit. It doesn't work. This is not a transition. This is not a narrative. Why are you here? Why are you, that's, whoa. So I call it ugly, I call it fat, I call it stupid, I call it dumb, worse. It gets cussed out on the regular, and then I have to slam the computer shut and walk to the kitchen and go, okay. And then I come back, I get some tea, maybe some whiskey, and I open my book, and I say, I'm sorry. Or let's try again. But this has become this passion in my life. And if I can take a moment to be really artsy-fartsy in this crowd, that's okay, yeah?
Not this.
Not this. Y'all guys, you get these chakras. I'd like to say to this art, this book that I'm working on, that I'm sure, babe, I'm really sure that you wish that your mom was somebody else like Elizabeth Gilbert or Cheryl Strait or someone really wonderful. I'm really sorry that the muses gave you me. Someone a little bit clumsy and someone a little bit slow and a little bit neglectful, if we can be really honest. But I'm honored to have be given this gift of a book, and I'm glad that it's you.